Sarah from Losing It for Me 42 with my 8-month update. Um, so I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on October 26, 2016. My high weight was in April of 2016, and that was 389. My surgery weight was 324. I came at you two weeks ago. I came at you 2 weeks ago, and I was 248, possibly 0.6, maybe. I'm pretty sure it's 248. I don't remember if there was a point involved. And today, which is the 27th, one day after my anniversary, it is 246. So that's around a 2 pound loss over the last 2 weeks, which it is what it is. I have big stats for you. Overall, I've lost 143 pounds. Since surgery, I've lost 78 pounds. To my surgeon's goal, which is 220, since surgery, I am 75% of the way there. Overall, I'm 84.6% of the way there. I only have 26 pounds to go to the 220. My next goal, the goal I'd really like to hit, is 189. And I am 75% of the way there overall. And since surgery, I am 63% of the way there. And I have 48 pounds to lose. And that would just make it a nice, even, I lost 200 pounds. I've had a lot going on. I think some things that I'd like to talk about is just, for the last few months, I've had this building sense of change coming. As I get closer to my first goal, which is 220, I've started to look past the goal into the distance, and even though there's more goals in that distance, there can be endless goals. I started to look past the goals, I guess, and started to look at what life is going to look like. And the more I thought about it, the more I wondered if this was it, if this is what life is going to look like, which I'm not objected to. I mean, I've built this very much from the beginning to be a way of life. Is kind Lauren Losing said this. I believe it was Lauren Losing. Said this in one of her more recent videos, that getting back on track, she was like, there is no difference between the losing phase and the maintenance phase, or there's little difference or something like that. And I was like, that's pretty much true. It's a way of living. And it really made me realize that there was, and I think also some other behavior that I had going on, made me realize that there was a small part in my brain that thought at some point I would be able to eat like a normal person, and I would be able to do things and have behaviors like normal people. I'm like, yeah, normal people don't have metabolism, Sarah. It's not gonna happen. And it's like, it's not a big deal if, I, in the maintenance phase, I have, carbs a little bit, here or there. But I can't have carbs every day, and they have to be special occasion type things, because if not, weight will creep back on, and weight will creep back on very easily. Um, Me and carbs are not friends. I love carbs, but I've had to put out a restraining order. No, it's not gonna happen. So, yeah. I realized there was a part of me that thought, in some crazy part of my brain, thought at some point I could just eat normally, and I'm like, that's not true, and you know that's not true. But crazy part of my brain felt that way, and I think that's why when I had like a weekend off plan and I gained like 10 freaking pounds, I was like, what the fuck? Because it really rammed home that truth, which was, you are not a normal person, you will never be a normal person, and you have to pay attention to everything you do. And that was kind of, it sucks, but it's the truth, at least for me. I can't be a normal person. I can't have carbs every day and not gain weight. Like, even if I don't have a lot of them, I can't do it. Even having some carbs every day, I will gain weight. I've tried. And I started to realize, like, this change that's been coming on as I have these thoughts and realize, like, goal is in the distance, and I can kind of see it from my house, that I kind of had to really start focusing on, or at least asking myself, what's next? What happens when weight loss isn't the thing that makes you stay good? Like, keeping the weight off will definitely do it, but like, making sure I'm eating a healthy, nutritious, diet, and I'm doing all of the things that I'm supposed to be doing, is it really going to be just to keep the weight off, or will, like, I don't know, will I need different kinds of goals? What happens when, the scale isn't the driving force? And I think that that's a really interesting question for me. I've been kind of raising it a little around the community, wondering what other people's views on that are. And please, if you are a veteran or somebody who is, got an idea, let me know. I imagine the next focus for me, at least, would be fitness. Set fitness goals and, use that as a barometer of success and see changes there. And I'm sure that, like, I will continue to struggle with all of my vices and, things like that quite a bit. I don't think they'll ever go away. If anything, my experiences have proven that that's not going to happen. Because I was perfect on a lot of fronts until something. And, when that something happens and you let that little thing back in, that thing you said was gone forever, well, guess what? It's back. And then you fight to get it out again. And it's a lot harder to get it out a second time. But, I know I won't be perfect, and I know my vices will definitely I'll have to struggle with them forever. But I'm really curious what the next phase is, and I'm like, it's kind of hubris in some sense, to be like, I'm 26 pounds away. Like, I should start thinking of the next thing. And it's like, well, you realize that 26 pounds could take you 6 months. Knock on wood, it doesn't happen that way, but we're realistic. But yeah, like, and then if I want to hit, my stretch goal of 198, it's 48 pounds. And 48 pounds is a lot. So I know it sounds stupid to think this way, but this is where my brain is going, and it kind of wants these answers, and I'm trying to figure it out for my brain, because if I don't, it'll keep asking questions. So I've been really trying to look at how far I've come and appreciate it, and if this is me slowing down and things, because I've come so far and I've lost so much, or if it's because I'm so far out and I'm just hitting a time period thing, or whatever have you, whatever it is. I'm starting to think about where I am, and if I am content in where I am, and what it means to be where I am. I'm not content, which is unfortunate. Like, I like how I look when I stroll up to a store and catch myself in the window. I like how I look. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. So, when I stroll up to a store and I look at myself in the reflection, I like how I look. I think I look pretty damn good. When I look at myself in the mirror, not so much. I see all the fat and loose skin and fat inside the loose skin and lumps and bumps. But, I mean, so there are things that I still want to change. And things I definitely want to work on to change. But, I mean, I am lower than I ever really think I was most of my adult life. I barely remember being a 22. Barely. I want to say I was maybe in my early 20s, maybe high school. I've always been heavy. So the fact that my 22s are, not skin tight is, getting, actually, no, I'm sorry, I'm in a 20. Haha. So I don't even remember being in a 20. And they're not skin tight. I'd really, like, my ultimate goal is really a size goal, I think. Is that if I get to a size, 14, 16, I'd be really happy, because then I could shop anywhere. I would no longer be plus size in a size 14, and that's a big deal. I've always, since I was a tiny kid, I had to shop in the plus size. So yeah, that would be a big deal. In general, though, I think this month, and really kind of the last couple months, even the last couple months, it's been a lot about self-discovery, a lot about peeling away the layers of my brain and realizing what I'm thinking, and realizing, things I didn't think were a problem. Things that I thought that I knew better. There's been a lot of that. I will also admit, in month 8, hair loss. Hair loss. I never talked about it because I was trying not to jinx myself, but it's finally happened. I have very fine, thin hair, so clumps don't come out. Strands do, and it only takes a very, very little amount of strands for me to realize that, like, I have a whole section right here that is terrible. No amount of product. It's just bald. I should just put like a clip like right here and just be like, hi, because it's terrible. It's really, really bad. 8 months. I thought I was in the clear. Oh, they're so mean. So month 7 apparently is balding Sarah. But yes, it's a lot of it has been about just figuring these things out, and I know a lot of it, and I know that like part of it is the fact that I know a lot of it. I know what I have to do. I know how it's supposed to be. I do still have to figure out what the best food-wise of eating I should go with, because I'm starting to think I should go back to what I was doing. I wanted whole vegetables. I wanted a more like natural carb diet, but this way of eating isn't really working for me. I didn't get a lot of weight loss off of it. It was very hard to stick to because I found myself being so bingy, and then I didn't really get, even when I was good and I stuck to it, I really didn't see a lot of weight loss, and I think the sugars have a lot to do with it. I don't even think so much it's the carbs in the vegetables. I think it's the sugars. I think they really made me kind of bingy, and they really kind of, made me crave other things, and they really made me feel unsatisfied because I wanted these other things. It made me crave these things, so I wanted these things, and I was like, so I really have to kind of evaluate what I'm doing there. For the most part, I really kind of feel like I should go back to a lot of what I was doing because it seemed to be working for me. Of course, I'll have to go back to my fitness pal and remember what the fuck it was, because I don't. I'm like, what did I used to eat for breakfast? I don't remember. Lunch was usually all these leftovers of some type. But yeah, I think I still have to figure out food. I still have to figure out what my body wants, what's good for it, and what also contributes to weight loss. And it doesn't look like raw vegetables is the way. I think I'm going to try to keep the salads so that I get some actual vegetables in my diet. But I think I'm going to ditch the smoothies. They're not very satisfying, and I don't really feel like I think the sugar and even the sugar in the berries is just too much for me. I think that really does contribute to a lot of stuff. But so yeah, just working on things, trying to figure things out. I think I totally just waved at a neighbor I don't know. He looked like somebody. Guess he wasn't, because he was like, why are you waving at me? I was like, because you're walking down my road. you walk down my road, I wave at you. Because I'm a polite motherfucker. Anyway. Sorry, I'm getting texts. That's 8 months. I really want to get back into exercise. That is my next, I think, thing. I really want to do that. I really want to do it safely. I really want to do it and not hurt myself. I really don't want to do it and then hurt and then not do it anymore. I miss it. I miss it a lot. I also pay for a gym membership. Yes, it's Planet Fitness, so it's only $10, but I still pay for the fucker. I want to use it. So yeah, I really want to make that an important. It's very important that I get into that. I have been kind of feeling better a little overall with my back, but every time I try exercise, when I feel better, I feel worse for a while. So we'll see how that goes. But that is definitely something I want. It's also something I think I kind of need. Is my weight loss has been meh, and I did much better when I was exercising. I also think I looked better. I know it hasn't been terribly long. It's been a few months, but like I really did feel like I looked better. Physically, I guess. I don't know how to say it. Like my legs looked better and things just looked better in general when I was exercising, so that is definitely a big thing for me to do next, but I have to figure it out. So, okay guys, until next time.